Welcome to the Silk Veil Self-Love Challenge. This is my gift to you. These challenges are public, free activations for you to enter in and dive into a lot of the work I do and start to carve that pathway to yourself. I find silk veils are an incredible tool that I use to help me understand what sensuality is, what self-love is, what understanding my own philosophical nature is through movement. Yeah, so sensuality is the bridge between our inner and outer landscapes. It is our data receptors: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, taste, touch, hearing, seeing, sight, third eye, sense, intuition, which notices the world around us, right? We live in a crazy, beautiful world full of colors and shapes and textures and smells and sounds. Some of them are appealing, some of them might not be, but it's not for us to decide that, huh? Sensuality allows for us, our senses rather, right, allow us to witness this world around us and then interact with it. We take the data from out to in, it's a bridge, yeah? And then we have it in our little brain box. And from there we listen, we interpret the data. And sometimes we can just sit in it, right? This data, this sensory input is literally present moment. It is of the moment. When I feel this, I am rooted here to this moment. When I look at you, I am rooted to this moment. Even if I, in this moment, am looking at the camera and you are watching it later, we are still in this moment together. Yeah, so being present in our senses, feeling the world around us, helps us to be here now. And when we can be here now, and when we can truly witness the world for exactly what it is, we don't judge, we don't worry so much about what is good or bad, or, up or down, or right or wrong, and we can just be. And that is the essential pathway to self-love, is just allowing yourself to be. So, as we allow ourselves to be, we can witness what's happening around us. And this brings us into our sensuality, okay? I do so much talk about this with the burlesque classes I teach, with the dance classes I teach, especially with the pussy magic burlesque, but then also with the silk veil, the teas, the performances I do. I talk about these issues. They're not issues, but I talk about these topics, and we get into how sensuality is different from sexuality, how they're similar, how they intersect. Yeah, we look at how sensuality brings us into our empowerment, our sovereignty, our understanding of our own pussy magic in the feminine energetic spectrum, no matter how you express gender-wise, what you choose, who you are, you have pussy magic. Or you can understand it deeper. And you can understand it deeper, no or. Sensuality brings us there. So today in this, sensuality is this intro, okay? It is this intro into the moment, and it can really root us in and lock us into self-love. So I ask you to tune your senses to now. We're going to go through a little movement meditation. So get yourself a little bit of space and just 5 minutes. Bring your silk veil. Attune your senses to now. Take a deep breath in. Hold your fabric, your piece of silk. Maybe it's one I've made, maybe it's a curtain or your favorite bed sheet. I ask you to lay it on your body. Hold. Take a deep breath. Let's get into our sense of touch, of feeling first. As you breathe, feel your body opening from the inside out. Feel your feet rooted to the ground, Feel the quality of the skin touching the silk, either on your hands or your body. Start to sway and feel your body moving through space. Any way that you move is right. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe wiggle the spine up and down and start to shift this fabric over the body, maybe covering the whole face. What do you see underneath the silk? What do you feel? Unite sight and touch. Feeling maybe your breath warm under this silk veil. What colors do you see? If your eyes are open or maybe they're closed. Can you see through the fabric? Or does it obscure all light? How does that feel? Take a deep breath, blow out. And see what that feels like. Open your eyes wide as you can, and try to take in more color. Can you see the individual fabrics, the individual threads? Can you see through the threads, through the fabric? Or can you just zone in on the colors, the variation of color of thread? Maybe the little grit, the little grizzle. And just see and be. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly undo the fabric. And now feel the difference in temperature. Feel the difference in breath and see the difference. Can color look a little bit different to you? I think sensuality is a dial. Maybe you can imagine this dial of increasing your sensuality a little by making colors a little more sparkly, by making the light a little more bright, the shadows a little more deep. Can you feel a little more? Can you run your nails on your skin or waft your veil around you, feeling the breeze? Tune into hearing. Stay here now. Don't think about anything else. What do you hear? What does the fabric sound like? Can you snap it? What kind of noises can you make with your body? What noise does your breath make in and out of your body? Your feet on the floor, a finger snap. Maybe the fingers sound different on skin than clothing. Just notice, feel, and be moved by these sounds around you. Dancing to the sound of life. Now, take a deep sniff in, inhale. And as you move, as you see and feel and listen, smell the air. Root yourself into a scent. Maybe a scent that you put on, maybe just the scent of your own skin. And allow that to root you here to this moment. Keep moving, move your body through space in your own way. Take a deep breath in. Now taste. Last one. Taste your mouth. Taste. Smell. What does your mouth taste like right now? Is it the last thing you ate? Or can you taste your favorite food? What does sweet taste like when you don't have it in your mouth? Can you hearken that here? And then can you taste what your mouth tastes like without any judgment of how it should taste or could? Simply notice. Simply notice. Now I challenge you to dance. The song is coming up. It's called Nourish the Soul. And I challenge you to dance for a whole 3.5 minutes to this song. Use your fabric. If you don't have it, imagine you do. How can you slip into your sensuality? That feeling of being alive and finding joy. Joy in this pleasure haptic suit we have. Can you come back to sight, to sound, to taste, to sound, to sight, to smell, to touch. Nourish your soul. Can you slow it down? Move slow motion, as if you want to drink in everything. Drink it all in, all of it. To the sensuality and the joy. Tune in. Turn on to you. Take one deep breath. Just notice how you feel. This is the feeling of being alive. Tuning into your senses allows for us to be here now. And that's what we're doing. That's why I'm so obsessed with sensuality. It brings us here. It makes us feel good. And then we can move however we want, right? We don't have to move in traditional sensual ways that we do, like explore, in the classic burlesque. But there's ways that make us feel really sensual, right? The touching of an arm, silk on skin, little things that turn us on to life and don't necessarily make us horny, right? But they make us love life a little bit more. And that's what it's about. That's what all this is about. So dance, share, post. I cannot wait to see what you post. Always tag me, even if it's after this challenge, dates, right? Just post. It's about coming into your sensuality and loving it and understanding it. So thank you. Thank you for doing this work. Please join me. Join me on Patreon. Take my classes. You deep dive into these topics for an hour or more at a time. It's worth it. So much love. See you all soon.